Hello students, let us discuss our next lesson, that is classification of elements and periodic properties. So generally in a periodic table we are having different types of elements. So each element is going to have different types of properties. Okay, so means what? Each groups, we are having groups, periods. So means in that groups, periods also we are having elements. So generally in a periodic table, how we will be determining? According to the atomic weight, we are going to write an element. So means what? How the elements are classifying, and also periodic properties we are going to discuss here. So here today we are going to discuss the topic is modern periodic law. What we are going to discuss here? Modern periodic law and the present form of the periodic table. So what is the modern periodic law and what is the present form of the periodic table, or we can say long form of the periodic table, we are going to discuss today here. So this is the topic we are going to discuss. Okay, so generally most of the atomic numbers were calculated by Moseley. So who was discovered, by the way, who was discovered periodic table? Manley. So Manley discovered the periodic table and he also said that it is a modern periodic law. Okay, so what we can say here, most of the atomic numbers were calculated by Moseley, scientist. Atomic numbers provided for arrangement of elements. Okay, means what? So generally atomic numbers, what are the atomic numbers we are calculating? So means what? For example, sodium we are taking. So how we will be calculating? It is having the atomic number is 11. So this will be indicated by Moseley. So by arranging the elements also it is divided, and also by Moseley the scientist also discovered. So it is denoted by a root or mu is equals to A into Z minus D. So here where mu indicates what here? Where mu indicates frequency of X-rays we can say, and coming to A comma B will be constant and Z will be the atomic number. Okay, so according to Manley periodic table, which is known as, means afterwards what happens, the Manley was modified this one in periodic table. So this Manley periodic table was modified and this is known as modern periodic law. So according to modern periodic law, what he has told means, modern periodic law is nothing but here the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic functions of their electronic configuration. Means what is the meaning here? When you write the electronic configuration, so automatically the physical and chemical properties of these elements will depends upon the electronic configuration only. So the modern periodic law, what he told, according to Manley first modified the periodic table. So that one we call it as modern periodic law. He stated that the physical and chemical properties of elements are depends upon the or function of the electronic configuration. So this one we call it as modern periodic law. Okay, so it is very important. Why? Because it is naturally occurring also. It has revealed the periodic table neptunium and plutonium, like actinium, proactinium also found, means radioactive elements also they have found, artificial elements also they have found, which will be very short lived elements. Okay, so coming to here, long form of periodic table we call it as here long form of periodic table is called Bohr's table, we can say. So Bohr table, so means what here, the elements are arranged according to their atomic numbers. So it is considered as a Apu principle according to graphical representation. So what we can say, long form of periodic table is called Bohr's table. Here the elements are arranged in the increasing order of atomic numbers. Okay, so it is considered as what, graphical representation of Apu principle. So then what we can say here, a modern version we call it as long form of periodic table. So here the horizontal rows, what we call here, the horizontal rows we call it as the horizontal rows, which according to Manley's series we call, this one we call it as horizontal rows are called periods. Vertical columns we can say groups. Okay, vertical columns what we can say, groups, or we can say families. Group 15th element or nitrogen family, boron family, like that we are representing. Okay, so this is nothing but the long form of the periodic table. So here generally 18 vertical columns we are having, that one called, this is 7 horizontal rows we are having, this one having 18 vertical columns are called groups. So each period start with an alkali metal and end with a noble gas. So what happens here in periodic table, each period, so when you take a period horizontal row, it will start with, each period start with an alkali metal and ends with a noble gas. If you have observed the periodic table, so the first element horizontal, if you have taken, if suppose lithium if you have been taken, so it is ending with the helium. So means what, lithium is a alkali metal which is an S block element, and coming to noble gas is a helium. Okay, why we say noble gas, means here noble gas will occupy 8 electrons, which is known as octet configuration. So here first period, is the shortest period. It has only 2 elements. Okay, so here second and third periods or also short periods we can say, with 8 elements. So each consists of what here? Each elements, each. And coming to here, first period what you have taken, it is a shortest period. Why we say? It has only 2 elements, that is lithium and helium. Coming to second and third periods are short periods with 8 elements. And coming to fourth, fifth are normal periods with 18 elements. Sixth period is longest we can say. Fourth and fifth periods are normal periods with 18 elements. Coming to sixth, sixth period is very longest we can say. Longest period with 32 elements. And coming to seventh period is incomplete. That one we will be seeing. So now let us see about the periodic table here. So if you have been observed here, the first period will be lithium, beryllium, hydrogen, the first and second period. And coming to here, remaining element if you have been observed, so remaining if you have been observed here, it is having 8, okay. And remaining if you have been observed here, 18 you are having. Remaining if you have observed 32 elements you are having, sixth one. And coming to seventh period you are having. So what I have told, first one, so the first one consists of only 2 elements. Second one and third one consists of 8 elements. If you have been counting 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and 4 and 5 it is having what here, 18 elements we are having. And coming to sixth one we are having here, sixth one consists of 32 elements. Seventh one is a incomplete, as you have observed the periodic table. So this is nothing but that point representation. And also here the period number indicates the valence shell, okay. Whenever you take the period, okay, the period indicates what here? The period indicates the valence shell. And the group indicates, group number indicates in, group number in Roman letters. In Roman letters we can say. If you have seen 3A group elements, 4A group elements, 5A group elements in the periodic table, so means what here? It is representing a Roman numbers, okay, Roman elements, and which denotes what here? Number of electrons in the, which denotes number of electrons in the outermost shell we can say. Outermost shell or valence shell is same. So here the element of 0 have 8 electrons in the outermost cell. Why? Because it is completely filled. Elements we can say, depending upon the entry of differentiating electron, we divide it into different subshells. That is what we can say, depending upon the entry of differential electron into various sublevels, the elements are divided into S, P, D and a block. Okay, so when if S block element is entering into S orbital, that one we call it as S block element. Suppose the electron is entering into P orbital, that one we call it as P orbital. Suppose the electron is entering into D orbital, that one D block. If it is entering into F orbital, that one we call it as F block element. So that's why we say that the entry of differential electron into various sublevels, the elements are divided into S, P, D, F blocks we are saying. So here S block elements, so when you take S block elements here, S block elements have NS1 and NS2 configuration, which means they have alkali and alkaline earth metals. That is, for this we can say group 1A element. This one is group 2A elements. So S block elements consist of only two groups, that is group 1A and group 2A. So group 1A we call it as alkali metals, alkali elements, and group 2A elements we call it as alkaline earth elements. So coming to here P block. P block elements have the general configuration is NS2 NP126 elements configuration we are having configuration. Why? Because the elements present from 3A to 7A group elements, 7A groups and also 0 group. So it is having 3A, 4A group, 5A, 6A, 7A and 8A, or we can say this one as 0 group also. Why? Because it is having the outermost configuration is NS2 NP6 octet configuration, or we can say noble gases also. So this one includes noble gases, metals, non-metals. P block includes what here? Noble gases, non-metals, metals and metalloids in P block elements. So these are the groups we are having here. Coming to D block elements. So coming to D block elements here, D block elements have NS1 to 2, N-1 into D, 1 to 10. So this is the general configuration, electronic configuration we are having in D blocks. It is divided into 3 series, that is 3D series we can say, which is from scandium, that is atomic number 21, to zinc atomic number 30, and 4D series which is having yttrium, that is Z is equals to 39, to cadmium, Z is equals to 48. 5D series, that is we are having lanthanum, that is Z atomic number 57, to Hg, Z 80. So mercury. Okay, so means what? This D block elements is divided into 3 series, 3D, 4D, 5D series. So this, the first series consists of 10 elements, means each series, the 4th, 5th, 6th periods will be 10 electrons it is having. Coming to 6th series, it will be incomplete series. Okay, so what happens here? These series are present in 4th, 5th and 6th periods with 10 elements. Each series is having what here? 10 elements it is going to have. And coming to next one, F block elements. A block element have general configuration ns2 n-1d 0 to 1 n-2f 1 to 14 configuration. We are having the general electronic configuration is ns2 n-1 0 to 1 n-2 f 1 to 14. Here also we are having this one, we call it as inner transition series if you have observed. So 4f series we call it as what here? Lanthanides. It is having general configuration is electronic configuration 6s2 5d 0 to 1 4f 1 to 14 from cerium to lutetium it is having. Coming to 5f series, it is called as actinide series. In this will be bottom of the periodic table it is having, if you have observed, actinide series, and the general configuration will be 7s2 6d 0 to 1 5f 1 to 14, that is from thorium to lawrencium. Okay, so this lanthanides we call it as, these lanthanides are called what here? Rare earth metals. And coming to actinides, actinides after uranium are known as trans uranic elements. And here we are having all actinides, whatever we are taking, radioactive elements we are saying. All synthetic elements what we are taking, that one will be radioactive elements. So this is about the long form of the periodic table. In the next class, let us discuss about IUPAC system of the naming elements. Thank you.